Rolling hard, forever I be rolling hard. Trials and tribulations in my life got me rolling hard. Woke up, Lord bless me with another day. Eat shit, showered, and be on my way. Jumped in the two-door, Monte Carlo, solo, with a fofo, on my way to get the dough, yo. If you don't work, then you don't eat. Don't be scared to walk through life when you got feet. You gotta run a race, it's a track meet. Can't trust nobody on the street, so you pack heat. Just got a phone call, my homie I grew up with dead. And last night my other partner had his dough kicked in by Fed. Crooked cop go to your hood and hug your steps, searching till they find your stash box where the gun is kept. I ain't never slept, some dream a fairy tale crime. The judge ain't giving no breaks, he giving jail time. I'ma put my trust and faith in the Lord. Never scarred on the boulevard, always rolling hard. I'm rolling hard, rolling hard. Rolling hard. Forever I be rolling hard. Trials and tribulations in my life got me rolling hard, got me rolling hard, got me rolling hard, got me rolling hard, got me rolling I believe in this truth, I'll never stop. Gun to my head, knife to my throat, I'll never stop. Ain't eat or drink nothing, I'll never drop. Rapping words over beats like this, I'll never flop. Pick up your cross, follow your hour shot. Living righteous now, that old wicked man had to die. I testify the white man, the devil, he a lie. He the judge, sit in court to make your mama cry. Christianity had me traumatized. I'll never water down the truth, I can't compromise. I love the Most High more than my own children. My sons and daughters, they hate me, just imagine the feeling. Pain hurts so deep, cut like a machete. Prepare your soul for temptation, you better get ready. I'ma put my trust and faith in the Lord. Never scored on the boulevard, always rolling hard, I'm rolling hard. Rolling hard. Rolling hard. Whatever I be rolling hard. Trials and tribulations in my life got me rolling hard, got me rolling hard, rolling hard, got me rolling hard, got me rolling hard. If it ain't one thing, it's 5 or 6. That president gon' cause a race war through politics. The way they treat my Mexican brothers on the border. Isaiah 14 and 21 prepare slaughter. Babylon falling, everything gon' flip. Every day of my life I pray for rulership. I'ma put my trust and faith in the Lord. Never scored on the boulevard, always rolling hard, I'm rolling hard. Rolling hard. Rolling hard. Whatever I be rolling hard. Trials and tribulations in my life got me rolling hard, got me rolling hard, rolling hard, got me rolling hard, got me rolling hard.
I ain't have to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. Then we seen the rise of the devil. We fell for the lies of the devil. When we got high was the devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil. I ain't have to die to meet the devil.
I remember I was only 13 when I met the demon. Gave me a deuce and a bundle of cocaine. Told me to sell to my people, make sure you keep them fiending. If any try to shoot you, make sure that you leave them leaking. He said,
I'ma hold you down when problems pop up.
how you got me moving this dope? Want me in lockup? He said,
Don't you want the Benz vertible with the top cup?
Yeah.
Stop, bitch, and get in that kitchen. Let it rock up. Bitches love the dope boy, especially when it's lock up. I know you know Ron.
who the plug from by the block up?
I'll tell you a little secret. Make sure that you keep your mouth shut. Ron got a Lexus, crib in Philly and Texas. Trips to the Bahamas, just got a whip for his mama. He fucking up them commas. Be honest, he seemed decent though.
I hear you, but I just seen Ron about a week ago. In fact, he ain't looking too good. His knees is kinda slow. I asked him why the struggle. He got stuck up for his bundle, but them 6 hollow tips in his legs what made him crumble.
Thinks he got a house and mama is living good.
Said the feds took it all. He right back in the hood. I see you try to play me. You gave us crack in the 80s. Made us abort our babies and making hoes out our ladies. I know you got me gravy, but Satan, you must be crazy. It's gonna take more than them cars when to amaze me. I seen niggas shoot for the stars, but being lazy. Never get their head at the clouds, so you don't faze me.
I guarantee that you gon' regret it. Remember I said it.
Nah, you could dead it.
What you saying? I can't win?
Nah, devil, nice try. So until we meet again,
I ain't have to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. Then we seen the rise of the devil. We fell for the lies of the devil. When we got high was the devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil. I ain't have to die to meet the devil. I ain't religious or superstitious, but we been getting fucked and put to the side like a mistress. Police patrolling why? Because prison became a business. They murder one of ours and they start talking about forgiveness. We think that it's alright because we got public assistance. If this ain't hell, dog, what is this? Where was all lives mattered when they killed Osama? There was no peace talk like the Dalai Lama. Bush dropping bombs, saying he gon' bring the drama. They got justice, man, they even caught the Boston bomber. But when we ride, they send the military in armor. When we fight oppression, then our people die a martyr. You reap what you sow, some people call it karma. When Christ return, y'all gon' get this harvest like a farmer. Don't tell me don't bring up the past no more. They still trying to settle the score with a side of Shakur. I changed my life and I'm just trying to live life right. But at night I look behind me and see flashing lights, patting me down. You got nothing that's poking me right. I don't smoke or push pills, I gave up my vice. So Mr. Officer, why you wanna take my life? And your honor, why you gave our homeboy's life? I've been wondering why you shot our homeboy twice. Pussy with a gun screaming out that he got a knife. He came from Habibi's spot, it was chicken and rice. Shit's trife, I'm just giving visuals like Skype. Ask Trayvon, Mike Brown, Akai Gurley, Eric Garner, Sean Bell, Philando, Alton Sterling, Jaquan McDonald. The white man is so devilish. Ask Hammurabi, he'll tell you who the devil is. The white man is so devilish. Ask Hammurabi, he'll tell you who the devil is. I ain't have to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. Then we seen the rise of the devil. We fell for the lies of the devil. When we got high was the devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil. I ain't have to die to meet the devil. I ain't have to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. Then we seen the rise of the devil. I pray for the demise of the devil. Lord knows I despise every devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil. Instead I pray you die, every devil.
Malditos sean todos estos perros gringos, todos, y que las maldiciones de Dios lleguen hacia ellos.
Cuando me activo saco el cuerno de chivo. Todo lo que digo yo lo he vivido, haciendo oraciones entre mis suspiros. Muerte por un gringo es negativo y sigo. Estamos en guerra con estos gabachos, hijos de perra, y espera. Ellos son de Inglaterra, en barcos llegaron a nuestra tierra, se aferran que somos ilegales, que toda nuestra raza son criminales. Corrales es donde nos encierran, sin causa, motivo, nos encierran. Quisieran acabar con nuestra gente, pero aquí estamos hasta el presente, y muerte es lo que está presente. Unida nuestra gente, la raza está más fuerte. La escuela israelita, donde no corremos con edomitas. Todo de la Biblia ellos predican, y a toda nuestra gente se le avisa.
Ha llegado lo que esperan, guerra mundial tercera, que todos los gringos se caigan y mueran. Cobro condenas y ya sacar lo ordena. Con líricas mortales prosigue el asalto. No somos cobardes ni menos cristianos. Crúcense la línea y en corto los castro. Malditos gabachos cazan nuestros pasos. Así es, raza, si no los conoce les presento a Satanás, porque todos los putos son de la Ku Klux Klan. Así es, mi gente, póngase trucha. No me ande ellos iconeando quiénes somos nosotros para andar hincando a toda la bola de pendejos.
Todos tenemos algo especial, Max. Algo que ya estamos destinados a hacer. Algo para lo que ya nacimos. ¿Ves lo hermoso que nos parece desde aquí? Pues ahora ve lo hermosos que nos vemos desde allá. ahora te pertenece, para que no olvides nunca de dónde vienes.
Padre nuestro, que estás en los cielos, ten piedad de mí entre todos los gueros. Aquí ando, conectando con mi cuerno de chivo, siempre ando controlando y buscando otra manera. Pero esta vida es bien culera y guerra siempre nos espera con estos gabachos, hijos de perra, y espera. Robaron esta tierra y muerte nos dieron de mil maneras. Quisiera que nuestra gente entendiera, el jale anda recio por toda la frontera y te entierran como un animal, y muerte tenemos en forma brutal, ilegal. Así nos consideran, que todo gabacho se caiga y muera.
Right, check my check. Can y'all hear me? What's going down, y'all? What's going down, Raza? This is another, night of La Pura Neta, which is a podcast of the Raza for the Raza, Trying to sound like the goddamn Constitution. This is a Raza podcast, with Raza issues, Raza solutions, This is something to give our people a voice. So this is why we do this, man. So, of course, another, we're doing it on Thursday nights, a special, Want to shout out, the carnales that held down, One West Radio. As you see, I'm in the studio. This is, that was one of our first podcasts. So, we're taking it back. Got my carnal, Mighty Priest and Officer 500, Kamada. I'm going to put the link in the chat, so that y'all, for anybody that wants to join. And it's something we're going to talk, So tonight's topic that we want to touch on is, it's a question. Is there really a black versus brown beef out here in Southern California? Out throughout the news and people on the other side of the country, everybody wants to claim that there's a black versus brown beef, that Mexicans and black people do not get along, right? In the ghettos and the barrios, we're just at each other's throats, and we hate each other. We're racist towards one another, We're out, black people just out to go get the street vendors, and that's what we're doing, It's a lot of there's a couple of incidents that happened. I'm sure a lot of y'all are aware of what happened in Chicago with the paletero man and how he got his ice cream cart, his paletero truck knocked over by a brother, man, and that the internet, let its let its anger be known about the incident. As the time progressed, the brother apologized to the paletero man, right? He went and apologized to him. I believe he paid him some money. But the internet is ruthless, man. The internet still did not accept the brother's apology. So, that's probably the topic that I want to start with, is that one with the street vendor getting assaulted. Kamada, you right there, Priest. You know, I'm live now. Whenever you're ready, carnal. You know, we want to. You know, that's the subject we're gonna start. We're gonna start first with the Paletero man and what happened in Chicago. This was during a Cinco de Mayo celebration. You know, so I understand. You know, the anger and the outrage. You know, a lot of our people, you know, believe Cinco de Mayo to be a special day. You know, so of course, you know, to do that on that day to Raza, right? You can understand the outrage. So of course, whoever wants to hop on, y'all more than welcome to. Just give me a second. I'm gonna put the link to the StreamYard. So the link's right there. Let me share it. You know, for whoever who wants to join. All right, orale. Oh dang, he dropped off. Let me give this brother a hand real quick. What's going on, Kamada? Ya sabes, aquí estamos otra noche, carnal. También estoy live on the TikTok. You know, I'm trying to unlock that feature so I can bring people up. The topic tonight, right, is the street vendor that got assaulted in the Midwest, and that video that's been circulating with that podcaster known as Norby's, right? The cat that's part of Marvelous Minds. There's some things he said, right, and it touches in with the topic of the black versus brown beef, right? To discuss, is there really a black versus brown beef that's going on? Because, like I said, that you know, there's been speculation that or not, I don't want to say speculation, but there's always a claim, right, Kamada, that blacks and Mexicans do not get along out here. Blacks and Mexicans throughout the country do not get along. You know, in the Trump era, you know, there's always the narrative that immigrants are coming in and taking over the ghettos. There's the narrative that black people hate Mexicans and attack the street vendors. There's so many things that are pushed and said. And you got to ask yourself, you know, who's pushing this propaganda? Why is this being said, and is it true? Is there any truth to it? You know?
Yeah, carnal. You know what I mean? We Latinos, you know, commit the same crimes that blacks commit on Latinos. You know, we commit crimes on our own Latino raza. You know what I'm saying? We commit crimes against blacks, but it's because we don't know that we are the same raza. We don't know that those are our brothers. You know what I mean? Most of the time, and probably always, we would side with the oppressor because we think that their skin is closer to our complexion, which, you know, by default, like that will probably make us, you know, brothers to them. But, you know, that is incorrect. You know, blacks are our raza, and, you know, we're ignorant. And because we're ignorant, you know, we don't have brotherhood amongst each other, and we treat each other with violence. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's so important for ISUPK, you know what I mean, to go out there and wake these brothers up. You know what I mean? Bring them into the fold of a true and a strong brotherhood.
Right. You know, and that's heavy, you know. Give me 1 second. But yeah, that's heavy you say that, Kana, because that's the reality of it, you know. We've been pitted against one. We think we're two separate races, you know. Orale, man, to even that more to it, man. I got my canal up in your. Oh, dang, he dropped that. No sweat. Hey, Brock, y'all, you got to come back up out. So you know, me and Kamada, man, we actually come. Go ahead, Kana.
No, go ahead, Kana. I wasn't gonna say anything.
I said we come kind of, on that whole topic, right? We come from two different, I guess you want to say realms, right? Kamada, you grew up, right, like more amongst Judites, right? Like
right.
As myself, I was more like with Issachar, with Zebulon, you know.
Órale. Shalom.
Órale. Hold on, man. We got the Canal Mighty Priest and Officer 500 out of Canada. Barack Yala, as he proclaims, the host doing the most.
Hey, listen, I didn't proclaim that. I'm not self-named.
He's self-proclaimed.
I'm not self-proclaimed. Salak Yadawanyam. I just finished a TikTok. We were unaliving Muslims spiritually. Me,
Most High Christ.
Yeah. It seems like they think that pedophilia is a norm in their culture and religion.
That's crazy, carnal. You know what's crazy? As you're saying that, right? That's the proof that we're better than that religion. You know that the ISUPK is the home of the truth, and that nothing can ever defeat the Bible. Because the brother taught a class tonight, right, about sexual immorality, and in the Bible, the brother pulled out, Mighty Priest and Officer Karataza out of Southern California, pulled out the scriptures in the Bible that shows how pedophilia is wrong, how child abuse is wrong. So you for Islam, right? Where in Islam can you tell me where it says those things are wrong, where it's wrong to sleep with her? Well, what's the thing with Islam, Barack Yalla? They got Muhammad got with a 9-year-old. Is that correct?
That's incorrect. He actually got with a 6-year-old, and then
he got good night. So he got with a 6-year-old. That is wild, man.
It's even wilder. They claim that they just prove how Christian they are, because they said, if it says something that we don't agree with, we don't adhere to the hadith. But if it says something that we have no problem with, we will adhere to the hadith. But if you don't adhere to the hadith, leave all of them alone. But it's just like Christians. They just pick and choose whatever they want to adhere to or not. And they proved that tonight. They're going to prove it again tomorrow, because the Muslim, he wants to be back to...
he wants some more blood.
He wants to be back because he proved that he himself is uneducated about his own beliefs. So he's going to come back tomorrow. It will be another episode of the Chop Shop, the Slaughterhouse, the Blood Bag, whatever you want to call it.
Who is this cat right here? He said, I guess before we get into our main topic,
in their kingdom, right? When they go to heaven or whatever realm after they pass on, they believe that they're going to acquire, young boys.
Yeah,
that is wild.
You see the comment right there?
Yeah, I see that. They still practice that today.
Is this a Muslim kid right
here? You know what's crazy? I have that precept in front of me.
I'm just gonna say, without even having no. I mean, depends on what you mean. I can't even pronounce your name, Nathaniel Berhan.
You said this. Where does it teach against pedophilia? You know what I'm saying? The Bible teaches against pedophilia. Where does the Quran teach against, sexual deviance?
It doesn't.
He said, so he went right here.
So he's he's just like that. It's a word, like I just learned a word last time, preterist. He said he's agnostic. That's crazy. No sweat. You could be whatever you want. At the end of the day, you're a Christian.
So are you asking if Numbers 31? Hold on. My question to him is: are you saying that Numbers 31 and 17 is permitting pedophilia or child abuse? Is that what you're saying? Nael?
Nasty Nate.
That's what it kind of sound like. Your name sound like Nasty Nate. You're saying this is permitting pedophilia. Is that what your question is? So he ain't gonna have no sweat. So you know what I mean? But that's I could tell you this. That is okay. You're I see the spirit on you, man. No, that is not permitting pedophilia, and for you to think that shows how disgusting you are, right?
It even says unalive.
Right.
It says unalive the person who lies with the so it is not permitting pedophilia.
It is
Right.
against it.
Right. But the
Let's
question
go
that
to the
Malakma posed was where, or Barak, I don't know who posed the question, is where in the Quran does it teach against pedophilia?
yeah. Where is it?
Nowhere. Oh, but besides him being a
No,
clear
that's what he
pedophile
said. He said
in a schizophrenia,
That is wild, man.
but besides Muhammad being a pedophile and a schizophrenic, he was also a cross-dresser.
Imagine. I mean, how? What more? What more you need? What more you need to know that this is not a religion for us to follow? The Arabs want to follow that. That's their business. Y'all go ahead and follow. That's your culture, but that's not us. Don't force that on us, man. That's not black people's religion. That's not Mexicans' religion. That's not Native Americans' religion, man. What makes you think that something that permits that says it's okay for a 19-year-old to be with a 6-year-old is of God?
And they right.
Right. So let's get into the topic, man. Let's start with this one, and you know, let's see what your brother's input is on it. Let me go to the chat. So, of course, this video's been circulating all over the internet, right? This happened, I believe, it was on Cinco de Mayo, right? And I'm gonna start with this one before we start, because before we play the next one, the internet was angry about this, man. That's all I could say. So, like, y'all hear me?
Karawakan.
So this is the incident that happened. This will happen on Cinco de Mayo, I believe, right? It was a celebration. This brother and the street. Well, both these brothers got into some kind of altercation or disagreement about something, and the brother just went over there and knocked over his ice cream cart, right? So my question for the audience, watching right now, what do y'all think of this situation, right? Do y'all know what happened next? And do you think that it was right?
What do y'all think about that?
So the brother said it was $800 for the cart and $275 worth of product of ice cream. He said the cart is not cheap. Anybody in here? No sweat.
On the TikTok?
Yeah, hey Brock, you say how long we got to be live on the TikTok?
An hour and a half. I was about to go live tomorrow, just randomly.
No
if
sweat.
Can't do it tonight. I'm about to go live sometime during the day. Piss off some Muslims, some Christians.
That one brother was quick, man. He just, came with it real quick. Pause.
No Diddy.
No Diddy, Salakia. But yeah, as you see, like this situation, like these incidents go viral on the internet on the quickness, man. And it's majority of the videos, right, that you see circulating. Go ahead, Kanan.
So, like I was gonna say, every time they get a chance to promote division between blacks and Latinos, like they'll push,
right?
You know what I'm saying? A video like this to the max. But like when a devil unalives a Latino, you know what I'm saying, because of their true hatred, like you'll find out months later. It won't
And you
get
see,
coverage like
Right.
how a video
right,
Latinos, you know, and blacks, you know, having contention.
right.
Kai, if I may add one,
Go ahead.
just like Alcid Kamala just said, a lot of these pages really it just pushes for division. Just another page that I follow, UK Caribbean. It's a whole issue between the so-called African Americans and they call it the British blacks,
Right.
saying British blacks have no culture. The other side says African Americans have no culture. A lot of these pages really just propaganda to divide us in the first place. That's really what it is. Because you don't see,
Right.
Salaki, if I drum the gun, you don't see the post about the brother apologizing and paying back for the damage he did. You don't see it
Right.
being like this one. This one's gonna go viral. Or look at what the blacks are doing to us, and this and that. What about the post where he apologized and he came to pay back?
Right. Well, we're going to get into that next, Brock Allen. Don't even sweat it. We're going to get right into that next. Just I want to go over, look at these comments. And I always see the same time. It's always, oh, well, if you touch this cat said, if you touch their mama's fried chicken, watermelon, and grape soda, Newports, Black and Mounts, it's a BLM riot. They always mention BLM. You know what I mean? People in their ignorance, like, want to throw, like make it seem like this is a racial thing, that it's Judah versus Issachar, and the war is going on with the street vendors when everyone goes at the street vendors. Damn, we lost Barack Yalla. Everyone goes at the street. I can show you videos of Mexicans attacking street vendors. What are you going to say then, right? But here's the thing: that this is the anger that I see on the internet and in these comments, just calling for this brother. Like people said, like, "Oh, see, the dude already said sorry and gave him money." And look, this comment right here: "Fools are all late. His big homies checked that fool real quick. Next day, he went up to the elotero, publicly apologized, and broke up off with some feria. He got dealt with real quick. Props to his big homies for not letting this slide." So now
the same thing happened out here. I don't know if you remember last year, right? Last year, the same situation, and then I think it was like some type of crib game, but they checked.
I remember, right?
That brother who committed, the violence, the act of violence.
Yeah, let's see if I can find it.
And they supported him, but nevertheless, it's wrong. But you shouldn't. If you're gonna support him anyway, might as well just, show brotherhood from the beginning. Just go and support that brother, man. Go and tell him, hey, man, this brother's over here on this street, on this neighborhood, man. Come on down. It's getting hot. Buy that brother some ice cream. You know what I'm saying? But because of the ignorance. And because people bring out their phones and wanting to promote some type of prank, we fight against each other. And that's wrong.
If I could find the video, man, I want to find that video where the OGs, get on the younger, on the young homies for doing that.
Right.
No sweat. I mean, so let's go to the next part of this, man.
Yeah, also, Latinos. We come against each other. Like there's a video, and I think it's in downtown LA or somewhere in East Los, or where the cholo goes up to the sister and is charging her. What do they call it? You know what I'm saying? We extort. Latinos extort each other. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what we do to each other. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure a lot of Latinos didn't have nothing to say against that. But when it comes to causing more contention between blacks and Latinos, like they'll open a can of opinions.
Right. And everybody always has something. Everyone has an opinion. The internet's gonna go viral with it and be on what is it a match. I guess you could say. where just people just go crazy, you know, and let they vent to the internet. So they vent what they want to do. They vent their anger and they say things in ignorance.
Still like y'all one, if I
Go
may.
ahead, Ak. Go ahead. Ak.
It's just like the men above us said. Really, our people are so carnal. They gravitate to anything that would be negative.
Right.
That's it. You know,
Con.
the brothers getting assaulted. They're gonna even if the other videos push about positivity within our own, they're gonna look towards, well, look at what these niggas did to us. We're not the same people, and whatever the case is.
Like,
Love conflict. That's really what it is.
right.
It's entertaining to them.
Right.
Whether they like it or not, really, they really don't care. They really don't care. It's like Abse Kamada said, Mexicans oppress Mexicans, black people oppress black people.
Right.
There's really no beef between us. We just want to say something. We just want to talk our shit.
Right.
That's really what it is.
I have the next part, right? What happened next. So here's this post is from, Raider Tommy. The man who vandalized the paleteros car on Cinco de Mayo meets up with the paletero in person and apologizes.
Yeah, I'm on my best day with my technology, not the West Way. We in the 4, 5, 7, or 6 train. Old say, go say, press say, expressway. We like to tip up with that big guy. Stop by, it's the I got it now, write it down.
Like the cruises, hell yeah. What flavor is that? You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
You know what's cheesing me on one?
Yeah, here you go.
And then here's what kills me, right? You've seen this video of the apology taking place, him recompensing them and everything. And look at the comments, man.
Basically.
He only did
read the comments,
he only did this because it went viral. Nah, F that noise. He did what he did. Of course, get the apology out first before the internet handles it. Dude did this for clout, using him as I become a changed man just to get popular. Nope, not good enough. Green light all day. Good night. He didn't want the heat. And here we go, look.
That right there shows the true nature of their spirit. You know what I mean? They don't want to see Latinos, coming together. At the end of the day, like these brothers came together, you know what I'm saying? He recompensed, like you said, for his wrongdoings. But look, these brothers strengthen, the brotherhood.
Right. Let me say this, man. At least that. You know what I mean? At least this brother went and apologized.
Right.
Went and paid him some money. And they're showing love to each other. IR, shout out to IR. IR shot me more info on this. Like, this whole thing was organized by that brother in the Mexico hat, right? The carnal in the Mexico hat found this brother and made him, apologize. So I'm going to play the clip that IR sent me. But it just comes to show you that, whether he did this for clout, whether he was fake or not, man, what's the scripture say, right? Because I know a lot of y'all out there are Christians, y'all Catholics, y'all believe in forgive and forget when it's convenient. But all of a sudden, nah, we can't forgive. Nah, man, he went too far. Nah, green light.
It's a lot.
Did you? Go ahead.
They never greenlit the oppressor, though.
Right, exactly. I never see this anger towards America. I never see this anger towards the oppressor. You know what I mean?
It's like
when
many brothers get deported every day, get put in cages. And a brother say, well, he did it for clout. Green light every day. When's the last time you said out about the oppressor? Trump is talking about, hey, let's drop bombs in Mexico. There's never a green light. Again, we're not advocating for any acts of violence towards anyone. We're just showing how hypocrites you are.
Right.
That's really it. When it comes to going at it against each other, I even seen a comment, there's no blacks that would ever go against any cartel. Listen, no Mexican would just stand against any cartel.
Come on, man.
What's the point? What are you talking about? You understand? This is how bad we just hate each other, because they're obviously gonna make it a black versus brown issue.
Right.
We listen. Show me when's the last time you greenlit an oppressor, and then we could talk. You understand? Don't do it, but show me the last time when that happened. What did they like to say? Oh, in the hood, a lot of people like to say, "Well, we can't rob these white people. The police is gonna be all over us." We oppress each other because we don't have no defense, and we see how bad we are. Hurt people,
Right.
hurt. That's it. And you just want to talk your shit. A lot of these people really, they're just here to talk their shit and further push that agenda.
You know what it is? If I could, Barack Yalla, a lot of these people have the same problem that we witness on Clubhouse, right? Where they just love the oppressor. Right? A lot of these people that want to talking all this massa about black people and all the people talking to massa about Mexicans love America, love this oppressor, man, love all the evil things that he does. You know what I mean? And think it's okay. The brother said this. He said, the Christian church tells blacks and Hispanics to turn the other cheek when the Edomites attack us, but they'll tell us an eye for an eye when it comes to another black or brown person.
Basically.
Ain't that something? And that's heavy. The brother brought that out. No, let me go to Matthew 18 and what is it? This is what they don't teach you at. Let's go to Matthew, the 18th chapter. This is Matthew 18 and 21.
So I got it, other one.
Go ahead, Ot.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 18, verse 21. Then came Peter to him and said, Lord, how often shall my brother sin against me and I forgive him? Till 7 times?
Right, until 7 times, right? So this is Peter asking Christ, right? How many times shall he forgive his brothers when his brothers do him wrong, when they sin against him? Read the next verse out.
Verse 22. Jesus said unto him, I say not unto thee until 7 times, but until 70 times 7.
Right. Yahweh shall I say unto him, I say not unto thee until 7 times, but until 70 times 7. Right? Y'all got this 70. Y'all understand what it means to forgive 70 times 7 to America, to this oppressor, man. Y'all claim it's wrong to hate. We gotta, stick with this country. It's the best place in the world. But when it comes to us, to our own, we know all of a sudden there's a limit. All of a sudden you can't forgive your brother, right? This brother in the video, right? He didn't do a half-hearted apology like where he didn't even go up to the paletero. He went to him. He apologized to him in person. He paid him some money, man. I don't know what it is that y'all expect, but it's a start. Could have been better, of course. Could he have done a better job? Hey, man, there's always room for improvement. But it's a start, man. Compared to what we're seeing, you got to start somewhere, man. And at least give the brother that, man. That zeal and that y'all want to, serve the Lord and you claim to love Christ and everything. You should be able to see it there and forgive the brother, man. And, people make horrible decisions, do horrible things, man. Christ died so that you get a second chance and get and make right of what you did. Make right of all the wrong that you did. Go ahead, Ot.
If I may, this brings me to Luke chapter 6, verse 27, when it says, But I say unto you which hear, love your enemies, do good to them which hate you. That's who it's talking about. It's not talking about love America. It's talking about love your brothers. You understand?
Right.
That's who he's talking about. That brother who accepted the apology, he loved his enemy.
Right. That was the example right there.
Was his brother that trashed his cart. You understand? And to those who love America, I have a precept for you. It's Proverbs 11:21. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished. Sacrifice self for America is burning down to the ground very soon.
Right.
You understand? And if you don't separate, you're gonna burn with America. Unfortunately.
Right.
The wicked.
The brother, he said,
and also, if I could,
go ahead.
You know, also the way that brother acted, you know, it's the fruits of what, you know, Christianity, Islam. You know, Scripture says, you shall know them by their fruits. The reason why brothers acting like that is because he's not being held accountable. You know what I'm saying? They're not teaching them no brotherhood. They're not teaching them of kindness. You know what I'm saying? They're not teaching them the wisdom and knowledge of the Lord, because that's what the Lord is all about. You know what I'm saying? But that's why the ISUPK is so needed in the barrios, the ghettos, and the reservations.
Damn right. And what did Qudash say? Qudash said, we understand.
Like what? Everyone understands, right? Like the anger, right? But it's not just black people that come at street vendors. Everyone comes at the street vendors, man. What do y'all say about, you know,
this situation? You'll go on what's that, brothers, Alex Enamorado's page, and you'll see plenty of videos of, you know, everybody coming against street vendors.
How about this one right here? Look at this one.
In a certain order. Miracle.
Hey, take it easy. And then, after that, Sanchez himself was attacked directly with the baseball bat.
Oh, that's the video with the Chinaman.
Right.
Oh! After the encounter, Sanchez called police. They arrested Ho on charges of attack with a deadly weapon and attempted.
Ho was a hoe.
The RV business was closed on Sunday. Sanchez was back, barbecuing chicken and ribs near the on-ramp to 880. He says the officer told him he wasn't bothering anyone and could stay at that spot.
Where was the green light?
Yeah, I was afraid to show up again today, but since the officer
man, they were out on the Stop Asian Hate Bill for that one, man.
I decided to come back today, and I mean, I do worry that it will happen again, but I feel I can overcome this situation and just be able to support my family here. That's all I want to do.
But when it comes to support, he's getting plenty from the community, as customers and community activists showed up at the site. But Intex is taking a beating with negative comments on the company's Facebook page, alleging that the attack was racially motivated.
You know, you can be mad at the world, but these people didn't do anything to you except, you know, maybe you don't like to look at them. So, and that sounds like more of a you problem than, you know, everybody else.
Our communities are always like overlooked and underseen due to their immigration status, but that's no excuse to harass them or threaten them or what you guys witnessed in that video. I mean, this man makes $50 a day to support his daughters and his wife, and it's the last thing, you know, he needs.
You heard what she said. The community is underlooked because of immigration status. That's not true. Because the biggest illegal immigrant are East Indians and Asians, like Ho, the bitch.
God, I think she's talking about the sister's talking about us. Right.
I know. That's the point I'm making. It's not about immigration status. You could be born in America and be black or Latino. You're still gonna be despised. Like he could have had his green card for 20 years and still be a street vendor.
Right.
I would have never stopped that Asian from assaulting him.
Oh, Khan, so I thought you were talking about the Asians. Yeah, Khan.
No, the hell with the Asians.
I don't know
but the point that she's trying to make about immigration,
our community.
Right.
Khan. The point about the Asians is that they're the biggest illegal immigrant, and no one is looking at them sideways because of their immigration status.
Right.
It's not about their immigration status. It's about you being the nation not desired.
Right.
Slovakia.
And if I could, she was saying our community, meaning that this brother didn't go to an Asian community to go, you know, set up on the corner and start cooking. No, the Asian came to our community because
Right.
he has our
Damn
business in our community. He's trying to settle us, and that keeps us in. What kind of man comes to another man's community and comes against him? You know, you're trying to make money off this man, but then at the same time you're gonna treat him, you know, with hatred. Like, damn these damn Mongoloids.
Right.
But where is the spirit for the, you know, where's the spirit for green light on Asian hate?
Right. Where's the forget Asian hate? Where's the stop Latino hate?
Salaki, if I may,
go ahead.
The reason why there's no green lights against the whole, because he's protected by America, and we really fear and respect our oppressor.
Right.
That's really what it is. The oppressor gave him a stop Asian hate bill, but we can't hate Asians. We can't go against them, even if it would be righteous to defend our own by going against them. We can't, because America backs them up. Our oppressor, whom we love and revere, is backing up the Asians, the Mongoloids.
And that's how you know America are damn hypocrites, because this is a Chinese man, because China is America's number one enemy.
Right.
So so it's like America's a damn hypocrite, man. They'll tell you they got enemies, but at the same time, they'll protect their enemies.
Right. What's crazy is that it's right here in the Bible. Look, and this is proof that the curse spits us, right? This is in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. And Christians always like to say, right, that, oh, Deuteronomy doesn't apply to you. Well, here is living proof, right, that this spits us, that this curse spits us, man. This is Deuteronomy 28, and where is it? Y'all know which one I want.
Give me 1 second, another one.
It's the stranger that is within thee.
Yeah, this is exactly what I'm about to bring up.
Right. On one accord. Let me get it real quick.
I got it whenever you're ready.
Go ahead.
Khan, this Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high.
Right. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high. Now, let me ask people this watching, right? In that video, right? Who was the stranger? Because this is how you know that the Asian man is the stranger. So-called Latino, so-called Hispanics, we're home. We're in our homeland, right? This is our country. When you want to get technical about it, the Americas from north to central to south belong to so-called Hispanics, belong to Native Americans. Why? Because we're indigenous people, man. We're the descendants of indigenous people. The Asians are the strangers. They came from another continent, came into your ghettos, your barrios, and reservations, and took the businesses. Took your businesses, took the social status. What do you think it's talking about when it says the stranger that is within thee shall get above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low? That's the proof of that's talking about the low state you're gonna be in and the high state they're gonna be in. And that's why this man Ho thought it was okay to attack the street vendor, because he saw himself in a higher state and saw that brother in a very low state, in a low status, and thought he could bully him around. That's how we're looked at. When you got these oppressors, right? Edomites, gringos, coming from another land and coming over here and treating us like we're the second-class citizens, like we're the guests here. And these other nations, you know, they look at us as that. So that lets you know, right, that we're suffering a curse, man. And that's the same for so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. So the Bible is our story, man.
Sanchez said he had been working in the same area for 8 days before the attack happened. and he said he can't help feeling that racism played a part in it.
At least he recognized the racism. You know what I mean?
The video was posted online. The business has been swarmed with bad reviews. At last check, there were more than 20 pages of one-star Yelp reviews posting pictures of the attack.
And San Jose authorities are also looking for the suspect that attacked a hot dog vendor last week. It happened right outside of the SAP Center just before midnight on Thursday. TikTok video shows a man kicking the vendor while he's on the ground. Then he tries to run away. There's no word yet on what led to that confrontation. The victim is recovering.
I can't tell what ethnicity that person is,
This
right?
is why I stopped.
Y'all saw that, right?
I remember those incidents.
You know? Let's show this infamous one.
But if I could,
go ahead.
You know, if I could, Malama, real quick, you know, they recognize that it was an act of hatred. You know what I mean? And that right there should be a sign for us that, you know, that is an act of war. You know what I mean? From eliminating, like what's going on in the community between blacks and Latinos, that's you know, black on black crime. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we could you know, have a solution for that. But when another nation comes and attacks us, like that is an act of war. You know what I mean? Because they doing it out of hatred. And Latinos, you know, and blacks, we don't recognize that. We'll forgive them, you know, turn the other cheek, like the brother said. But when it comes to each other, you know, an eye for an eye.
Right. The line's been crossed, man. It's crazy. That's a sidebar too much, you know, but it's like that whole situation, right, that happened with you know, on Clubhouse with the 100 side and how their whole thing was, right, that us, you know, with us making, you know, supposedly making oppressors kiss our boots, right, that it was dangerous what we were doing because we were going to upset the white community and the white community was going to come attack us. And instead of, you know, them going to war with the white supremacists that attack us, they said they were going to come after us. Right. That's the whole thing right there. Like we fear this oppressor. We fear them that we'll turn on our own. You know? That's why we do it. We bully each other. It's like what was that example Camp Tazariak brought out with the sister, right, in the Arkansas, what it called, the Arkansas 9, the students, right, that they went to that all white school, and that sister, right, when she would come home, she would take it out on her little brother, right, as a bully, because all that anger, all that hatred, you know, you got to take it out on somebody, you got to put it out on something, right? So we take it out on our own. We attack our own because we get bullied by this oppressor, man. That's really what it is. We get bullied by the heathens.
Right.
What's that saying? Hurt people, man. And that's why everything we do, we like, nah, y'all crossed the line. You can't, you went too far. But when it comes to them, we have to forgive. We have to love, right? It's wrong to hate. Oh, you can't judge every white person. You got to stop Asian hate. Oh, you got to support Palestine. But what about us, man? What about when it comes to us? Oh, y'all brought it on yourselves. You should have came here legally. You should have got the right documentation. You should have went and got a permit. No, what not? Go ahead, Ad.
They complain about us being there and say you should have came here illegally. Well, if it's so bad, listen, you should have never came here in the first place. How about that?
Right.
You should have never crossed the ocean blue in the first place. You should have stayed your ass in the caves, and you would have never have to complain about any other nation out there. That's it.
Right. Y'all forget. Right. Y'all out there forget. Y'all the guest. We're the homeowners. Y'all the guest in our home. Mexicans will not come from Spain, man. Go ahead.
I forgot what's the name of that movie. People were saying it's a horrible movie. People were having, you know, different reviews on that movie. So basically, I forgot what's the name of the movie, but basically, I think it's still on Netflix. There was a Caucasian family that were renting an Airbnb. It was prestigious.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I know exactly. It's a black man, and his daughter that owns the Airbnb. I think something like that. So basically, the breakdown, I think even Austin the Couch one break that down, and that would be the perfect breakdown. The Airbnb represents America.
Right.
You understand? And even though they were being guests, they were literally trying to run the show. And even the brother was like, you know what? I'm going to pay you to let me stay in my own house.
Imagine that.
You understand? Imagine that. I'm going to accommodate you so you could give me the permission to stay on my own land, on my property. That's exactly what it is. That movie, it represented us in America. Even though it's Black, Hispanics, and Natives, that's who we represent.
Leave the world behind.
That's the movie. Leave the world behind. That's it.
But to us, leave the world behind means something else. But yeah, right. That's when the ship came out of nowhere on the beach.
Right. And that's not a bad movie, especially knowing what it represented. It should be like a wake-up call for our people.
Right.
Movies, a lot of time, it's not all fiction. When they made the movie about the Planet of the Apes, I remember Commander John and Hannah broke this down. We represent the apes.
Right.
You understand?
What is it? Gremlins.
Shit. Listen, not all movies are just fiction.
What is it?
What's it called again? The movie, they made one with Will Smith, and then they made another one, Independence Day.
Independence Day, right?
Flying saucers, they're cracking the sky, and it's not going to be a pretty sight.
Right.
You understand? All those alien invasions, World War III, all those type of world conflicts, it's coming to pass because they know what's going on. Even I posted a picture on Facebook just now about the live I was on. The Somalian was like, Moses should have never freed you guys. They're going to put you back in chains.
Imagine that.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said. The nations, they know who we are. They know not to tell us we're Israelites. They know to have us convert to Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, and all type of nonsense. They know how to divide each other and have us going at each other's throat. You understand? Because they know who we are. It's the most dangerous thing for them is us to be united and to come back to the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. That's the most dangerous thing for them.
Right.
So waking up to being Israelites is the most dangerous thing. This is why you think we're hated so much.
Right.
Because their whole plan is failing. The whole coming together and the whole crafty council is broken apart.
Right.
Man. That's why if we come back together now, imagine a horde of 20 black and brown men coming to that brother's aid and defending that brother against that incest baby, the Mongolian. You understand? Imagine brothers, right, just defending each other day and night against the Aryans. You don't even understand how powerful black and brown be. And a lot of people say, yeah, you just want to unite with them because you love black women, or you want to unite with Hispanics because you love Latino women. Stop being so carnal. We're the same people in the first place.
Right.
Well, whatever woman you want, that's irrelevant. What about the brothers? What about your family members, the fathers, the mothers, the grandfathers, the grandmothers? What about them? What about the community as a whole?
Right.
Man. Stop being so fucking carnal. You got that from your oppressor in the first place.
Here's the thing, man. Like, this is how the other nations view our thing. Just because we covered Palestine, right? Let me play this short real quick.
Cut out of Wakan.
Because this is how, as to bring out what you said, Barack Yalla. This is how the other nations view us. This is the proof that we fit Deuteronomy, man.
Karawakan.
Well, can y'all hear it or?
Loud when we can't hear it. Also, I sent you a picture. I don't know if you could play it.
Hold
You know
on.
what?
Why is there no sound right here? Why is there no sound? Let me see. Let me go to videos. Damn,
In the meantime, if I could pull up what I was talking about just a second ago, I don't want.
Go ahead, Doc.
Here's what the other nations think about you. Y'all see my screen? This is what the other nations think about you. You understand? Because they know.
Right.
They know who you are. Verbatim, he said, "We will put you back in chains." Why would a Somali from the other
Moses, that is wild, Doc. Moses should have never freed you. We will put you back in chains.
You understand? The other nations, they know who you are.
Right.
They don't want you to. Salaki.
No, so let me find that video, man. Where is it?
Imagine that. The other nations know who you are and still refuse to call yourself an Israelite and listen to the other nation by saying we are anything but Israelites.
Right. Let me see. Let me go to Hollywood Israelites.
So, like, I won't be live for too long. I don't want.
We're just gonna touch the next topic. We don't call it a night.
Karawakan.
Where is that clip? I don't know what happened with the audio on the. Oh, here we go.
Also, you said your daughters get raped. And your mothers. Jesus Christ. That is insane. That is insane. Can I ask you one quick question? Come up a little bit so I can. Your cousins. Wow, that is insane. Let me say, can I say, stop for a second. Can I say something to you? The things you are describing to me are inhumane and cruel. And no nation should see their mother or their daughters or their sisters be raped. By no nation.
Right.
But let me remind you of something. It's one particular thing about the 12 tribes of Israel that make us particularly unique compared to you. Your people were raped and destroyed. My people were raped and destroyed and robbed by all the other nations. Listen.
Saw that right? Brought that out the last show we did.
When you say, right now.
So he's saying, like they think their problems are worse than ours.
Right.
They think their problems are matter to them and ours doesn't. Meanwhile, to us, man, we'll stand at the forefront of the Palestinians. We'll stand at the forefront of the Asians, of every other nation, and put our own struggle to the side. Meanwhile, they will never do that for us.
So what you saying is now on the news right now? So you haven't seen police brutality? You never heard of George Floyd? Yeah. You never heard of George Floyd? Yeah. So I just want to understand this about you people, right? Help me do something because I want to have a dialogue with you, right? But before I can have a dialogue with you, I want you to help me try to understand. Why is your suffering greater than mine? Right. Why is your suffering greater? Because see, you said your mother was raped. Surely in slavery, you ever heard of lynchings? Right. Have you ever heard of lynchings? That's right. I know you have. Have you ever heard of alligator? Oh, wait, just wait 1 second. Just wait 1 second. Have you ever heard of alligator bait? Right. Oh, so it was in the past. All right, so when did they bomb Gaza? 3 days ago?
Right. Imagine that. Imagine telling them how angry they got when they heard it.
That's in the past. That's in the past. It was a couple weeks ago. All right, well, get over. Are you telling me to get over my suffering? Right. Are you telling me to get over my people's suffering? Right. Right. See, if you would have listened and you want such a disgusting kid, you want such a disgusting kid. You're wrong. You're wrong.
All right, that's how we're seen by these other nations, man. And you'll say that I'm wrong for bringing that out. You'll say that we're being racist and we're being hateful because we're calling out, the hatred that's shown to us.
It's a lot, Yadwa, if I may. He's saying, well, my women, my mother and sister, they're getting raped right now. Well, Native women disappear and get raped every day.
Right. There's a whole movement for indigenous women, for black women, for brown women, Latina women, right? A whole hashtag put out there. And it's never brought to attention. Everyone forgets about these sisters.
Our women disappear every day, and he's making it seem, well, my people is right now. Well, guess what? Our people still disappear at this moment.
Right. As if we're not suffering anything right now. That's what's wild. But that just ties into the way we're viewed, right? In this society, we're viewed in a low state, and they view themselves in a higher state. They think their problems are important to them and matter more to them, as it should. You know what I mean? They should care about their issue first. You Palestinians, you should go fight for Palestine and defend yourself against the IDF. But you should let that being said, if you had any compassion in your heart, you should let me handle my own problems and deal with my own problems. Why do I got to join you in your fight when you will never join me in mine? You will never come and support me in mine. Palestine will never stand with Mexico, will never stand with the kids in cages. If that's the case, when has Hamas, the PLO, whatever other organization out there ever came to the aid of those kids in the cages? Not once, But that just my whole take on it, If any brother wants to, chime in real quick before we move on to the next topic.
The hell of Palestine.
Say that again,
Salaka. Maybe it wasn't loud enough. The hell with Palestine.
Oh. The hell saying activity.
And the hell with the Israelis as well.
Oh, damn right.
Here's mine. Free Gaza? Nah, man. Free the raza. Free the raza. You know what I mean? Free raza. That's what I'll say. Gaza, man. Y'all. The world has come to a standstill for y'all. The world has never came to a standstill for the raza. Straight up. Big Khan. Now we're gonna go into the next topic, man. So this is why I asked if there's really a black and brown beef out here, because you have this incident, right? And then you had this next thing with this podcaster, right? A man by the name of Norbies, who stars in it comes as I believe he's a co-host for Marvelous Minds. Marvelous Inc. He's a known podcaster out there, right?
It's already bad.
And he said some things, right, that people understood or took it as him being anti-black. So I'm going to go to that clip of Norbies. I know he made a live tonight. I don't know if he was trying to clear the air some more, but I want to play this because it's a good teaching tool and a good teaching topic. No, I'm not saying he's this or that. I'm not saying he's anything. I'm just going to play the footage and we're going to see what people think. Whether he's really, anti-black, or did people take what he said out of context? More bees.
Does he believe the Red Sea being split into is the water baptism as well? Listen,
I think he was on that thing, man.
Oh, that's the same Slim Cat?
You remember this guy?
If that's the same cat that said the water baptism being split in half,
No,
right?
it's not. It's not the same guy. This is the other guy that was. He was there though.
I don't remember
So they
him being
played
there.
this
But
footage right now. From this clip, they edited about him. Right, you gonna get you know, you gonna get a what's it called, an impression.
These motherfuckers
Like they edited that video so crazy.
act like fucking monkeys for me. The blacks are gonna be monkeys for me. I think it's crazy how these fools are they're monkeys. The blacks on no jumper are monkeys because they're gonna jump every time Adam 16 says jump. Jump. Adam 16 is showing us that he can control monkeys. The blacks and no jumper are monkeys, that these monkeys are gonna jump and they're gonna fucking slam those fucking things together for their master.
Go ahead.
I watched that live that you sent me where you know he was actually also mentioned
Right, the original video.
Yeah, the original video. He also mentioned Mexicans, and somebody chopped this up so good where it makes it seem like he's only speaking against blacks and monkeys and being racist when he was talking about Latinos as well. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, because I know.
Go ahead, Brachiala. You wanted to say something?
Shit, because I didn't even see the live Kamala was talking about, but that would make perfect sense because again, all social media is just pushing the propaganda to divide us. And even the way he said it, as soon as he said, well, they're gonna jump for Adam, like the circus monkeys, this and that.
Right.
Could he have used a better term to say, they're
So like, if I could real quick, before we get there, let's ask this question. To the audience and to y'all, to you two carnales, do you think he was being anti-black or being racist in saying this?
He was anti himself.
He was anti-himself. How about you, Kamada?
Man, carnal, look, if I was to watch it, you speaking about this video?
Right. Based off this. We don't go to the original footage, but based off this.
Exactly. Based off of that, it would sound, like he's pushing, that blacks are monkeys.
Right.
And that they're like puppets. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just based off of that. But then I'll be like, okay, I want to see the original video.
Right.
I would want to see like why would he do that? You get what I'm saying?
Right. Because when I saw this person, it's like, damn, man, his brother went crazy with it, It's God,
he could have used a different word because
he could have used that. He should.
Really, whether you use a different word or not, at this point,
And Salaki, brothers that are watching and want to come on, you know what I'm saying? You drop that link, Malakma, and they want to state, their opinion, want to speak on this, come on up.
Yeah. Links right there. Shit, Salaki. I don't want to block Brachiala.
And the brother
that's racist.
Kordash says he feels like he could have used a different word.
Right. And then let's go to the,
Coon could have used Uncle Tom.
He could have used sellout. Yeah, sellout. I think because he chose monkey. Monkey wasn't the right word for that. Man, that's like saying bomb on an airplane.
Yeah, that was a word.
Monkey and black people together, like you cannot use that together. You know what I mean? That's like using Mexican and beaner in the same. You know what I'm saying? Like Mexican and I don't know, border in the same sentence. Like yeah. I try not to get the feed clip, but you know what I'm saying. Like,
are you still live on TikTok? That's why, yeah.
Right, yeah, we're live on the TikTok. Been on there an hour already, so we almost, to unlock the features. But you know what I mean? Like that's the whole thing. It's trust word. Let's go to the original footage. Because that's how I see it. Like
around
the
like
brother
6
used a poor
minutes.
choice of words, but I don't think he was trying to be, racist or anti-black. He was just, he just.
Okay.
Where's that original footage?
When it comes down to it, yeah, you could have just say sellouts, because now, like he gave the whole context. Adam says jump, and they jump. He's not calling so-called black people monkeys because of their skin color at this point. If anybody understood that, because the hatred towards Hispanics already ingrained. Because I understood the context right away.
So here's the original video.
You're right, Brock. And I was going to say, we also got to go into, why he said that Adam says jump and they'll jump. You know what I mean? Adam is a damn, sodomite, who just came out the closet talking about that he's going to do a film, man on man. You know what I'm saying? But he uses Latinos and blacks to come against each other. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Who was it? I think what's that one brother, Lefty Gunplay? He went on there and then something happened when now he's like, man, I'm putting up money for another Mexican to come up and come up this what's his name, Lefty Gunplay will come against him or something. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like he says jump, and he's just trying to see who will come up.
Basically.
So here's the original footage. Play it right now.
I am in an undisclosed
I think he's
location
on
right
like
now.
4 minutes.
I just finished doing the Cinco de Mayo 100. We couldn't find them. Bullshit. Like 100 literally said these motherfuckers never came through. I'm still literally a few blocks away from Gil's home. That motherfucker never came through. So shout out to WAG 100 for, being honest, putting this motherfucker in blast because he said he was about it. It's funny how Gil has that fucking type of energy for raza, but when it comes to the brothers, I can't do that. I don't want to cause that kind of problems with the brothers.
Yeah, what you talking about? Salakia.
Come on, bro. Come on, Gil.
Give me an angry face on the
top. All that fucking energy for Marvelous, but here you are saying that here is Adam talking for you, saying that, what? I asked him, well, what do you think about WAG 100? You're gonna run the fade with them? No, I'm not gonna run the fade with them. We should be working together. And that's the funny part. Gil will want to fight with his own raza. But when it comes to the white boy and the brother, I'm all about it, guys. Let's work together. Let's grow together. Let's create something together and grow. And I have to say, yeah, Wack is right. Gil is a bitch. But not only is he a bitch, because I just came to realize not only is he a bitch, but he is a cuck. Gil American Cholo is a cuck. He is the new YouTube cuck because this guy will fucking let this white boy fucking talk for him and then let this brother right here call him a bitch in front of thousands of people. And you know what's funny about that? You know what's more funny about that is that American Cholo is going to show up to No Jumper and he is going to shake WAC 100's hand. He is going to shake
the player just
Adam
find the
16's
exact
hand,
moment where
and he's going to say,
out,
let's make something happen. On top of that, Blue Dildo is up next. He is up next to show up to No Jumper. He's up next. Blue Dildo is up next. Adam 16 already said it. Blue Dildo is coming through.
It's about to show like where he mentions that.
Yeah, because he's saying some.
And this is one of the reasons why I truly do believe Blue Dildo is not a Mexican. He has no Mexican pride. I really do believe he's somewhere but not Mexican, because how do you show up to a white boy's fucking show that only uses you?
That's crazy, man.
And you're willing to go there to be used. That's fucking crazy, bro. That's fucking crazy. Gil's a fucking cuck, and Blue Dildo is the next cuck. These guys do not represent us. These guys represent cucks. That is what they represent. They are cucks through and through. They don't represent us. They represent themselves. And when Adam 16 tells them to jump, these motherfuckers will jump. And I hope to God their numbers start falling and their followers start seeing that these guys are literally getting used by one güero. This güero is on fucking cloud 9. This güero just literally is thinking, I have
it's right here coming up.
The fucking browns and the blacks working for me.
This will revolutionize your shaving routine. All thanks to manscaped.com and their handyman.
These motherfuckers all work for me. They're gonna act like fucking monkeys for me. The blacks are gonna be monkeys for me. The browns are gonna be monkeys for me. I think it's crazy how these fools are.
So you heard what he said, right?
God. See, that's exactly what I said earlier, Adawan. How all the social media platforms, they just push this black and brown beef narrative, because clearly now that we see the original clip, it was, besides him saying monkeys, it was totally taken out of context and out of proportion.
Right. I mean, you got to consider the two sources. One is the hater world, right? And the other one is American Cholo. And, I'm going to say this. Them brothers did not post this or edit that to they edit that to clown the brother. They didn't do it, as, to make it as sincere as they claim. They was just trying to clown the brother because they beef it with him, And that's, here's the thing that I will say that this brother should have done that would have prevented this situation, right? He should have used a different word other than monkeys. He should have used sellouts. He should have said Adam 22 for all you black and brown people that work for Adam 22, knowing what he does, y'all are sellouts. Y'all are sellouts. Y'all his, like I can't, trying to watch the language, but y'all his slaves. He owns y'all. That's what he could have said instead of monkeys, right? And then they wouldn't have been able to make this clip and clown him, The problem is that this brother does that, and now this whole black and brown thing is created, This whole narrative that Mexicans hate black people and black people hate Mexicans is created, And what? All for what? For the love of this oppressor, man. That's really what it is, man. I mean, let me go to the Bible, man. This is why the Bible says, what it says. What's the one? Even a fool is considered a wise man when That's Proverbs 17:28.
God.
Go ahead, you got it.
Proverbs 17 verse 28. Even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, is counted wise.
Right. Even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, is counted wise. Go ahead, Brad Keller.
Kawakan, and he that shutteth his lips is esteemed a man of understanding.
Right. So this brother, He shouldn't have. He probably like because it looked like he was drinking. He said you could hear the slurring in his voice and everything. He looked like he was drunk, you know. So he's doing his his live, probably venting. He should have just held his peace and waited till the next day, you know, to speak about, you know, whatever it was, you know, to speak about Adam 22 and American Cholo in the hater world. But you know that even a fool, when he holds his tongue, is considered wise. If he would have held his tongue, he would not be in the situation. There's another one, right? The tongue have what is it? Have great in the tongue or in the mouth is the power of life or death, something like that.
I forgot which one. I know which one you're talking about. I just forgot where it is.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find it. Here it goes. Proverbs 18 and 21. So this is the next chapter.
Proverbs chapter 18, verse 21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue.
Right. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. Right? Basically, right, you got to watch what you say. Because what you say can either hurt you, you can end up unalive, right? There's stories of podcasters who were unalive because they ran off at the mouth online. You know, you think you're safe and you think you can't be harmed or touched because you know you're behind a computer screen or behind a cell phone app and thinking that person can't track you down and find you. But you're wrong. A lot of y'all are comfortable out there and say things that you would never say to somebody's face.
You're right.
You know? Now this brother, man, like he just, you know, he was faded and he used a poor choice of words, but as you see, it harmed him. And I don't know if this is gonna kill his career or you know, whether he'd be able to recover from it, but you see the issue at hand. You should just hold your peace. Right? They that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. Right, that's how the scripture finishes off. But words can harm. You know, words can kill. Words can do all types of things, man. So you got to watch what you say, man. How many people you seen lost their jobs because of things they said? Look at what happened and don't take this what I'm saying that sister shouldn't have said anything. But look at just what Vlad did. He threatened that to have that sister fired, and in him doing that, the internet came down on him. You got to watch what you say and how you say it, man, because especially online, because it will catch up with you. You will be held accountable. Now, Lord be with this carnal. These other podcasters out there doing their thing. Lord be with them, man. What can I say, man? They're in the world. But I just wanted to use that to show, right? You have these two instances, and this creates a narrative that black and brown hate each other. So let me ask the people out there, do you really think that black and brown hate each other here in the streets? And in the cities and the ghettos and the reservations and the barrios? Because I'm going to show y'all something, man. There's always this narrative of black and brown beef. But let me show you something, man. Let me show you this video real quick. Then I want to close out with something, man. I'm going to tell you where black and brown beef does not exist, and that's here in the ISU Canada Commanding General Johanna.
Damn right.
But let me show you this, man, to see if there's really any truth to that.
Side G13's that way. This is the hood before you get to El Sol.
We never have a color line out here, man. Like ever since I was young, growing up, we ain't never beefed it with blacks. You feel me? But if you from somewhere else, you giving up something.
See, you heard what that brother said. And this is in the ghettos in Nevada. This is a cat from Nevada, you know, like, and he's saying they never really beefed it with blacks like that. Meanwhile, this country is just pushing, and the media is just pushing this black and brown beef.
I'm walking around here like you crazy, it's gonna be a problem.
Huh? It's okay. It's not true. No. Nah, it's not true.
Tiny locos, baby locos. 13's that way. This is the hood before you get to El Sol.
We never have a color line out here, man. Like ever since I was young, growing up, we ain't never beefed it with blacks. You feel me? But if you from somewhere else, you giving up something, walking around here like you crazy, it's gonna be a problem.
Huh? It's okay. It's not true. No. Nah, it's not true.
Tiny locos, baby locos.
This is my people right here, man. He been knowing me since we was in there the other night, me and my cousin Beast.
Baccarat.
5 o'clock in the morning.
Tipping on that blackjack.
You heard?
Look at this.
World Scratch Park. You see me chilling.
Look at who's kicking it.
Got his
Look
kid
at
playing
who's
basketball.
kicking it. But there's a black and brown. But blacks and Mexicans hate each other, carnal. Blacks and Mexicans hate each other, right? There's a black and brown beef on the West Coast. Mexicans don't like black people. Black people don't like Mexicans. That's what they say. Look at this video right here. The whole point is that it's not what you claim, what they claim it is to be. Like, it's not what people claim it is. Do black gangs and Mexican gangs beef it? Of course. Just like Mexican gangs and Mexican gangs beef it. Just like black gangs and black gangs beef it. Right? Blacks and Mexicans harm one another like black people harm black people. Like Mexicans harm Mexicans. It's another video I seen, another clip I want to play.
Come on. Yeah, this is just propaganda they push against us. That's really it.
Wrong. In fact, this is.
Hey, we right here with the gangland, nigga. This is the Compton 117 Streeters. On everything.
What up, bros? What up, man? Hood Vlogs, what's your name? And where you from, B?
117 gang.
Charles Compton 117 Street. That's
These guys are doing our tests. Let me see that fucking, you know.
These niggas getting high on helium.
They doing that, but I want to go to the part where he's talking about, you know.
7th Street gang, nigga on the set.
You know what's crazy, right?
And Mexican, Sureños, Southsiders. I might do white boys and Peckerwood's next.
Hey. You back? That's right, man. Hey, let them know what time it is, bro.
What's happening, Roughneck TV? We out here, Compton.
There's a podcast by the name of Roughneck TV. I want to find the clip where his brother's talking about, you know, the
Compton and Watts.
How they get along with black gangs.
We out here, right?
So where we at right now? And what's your name again?
I go by the name of Compton Carlos. You know what I'm saying? I'm a rap artist, make music. We're right here in my neighborhood, off 117 in Compton Ave. Check it out.
This the neighborhood?
Yeah, you can see we got 117 over there.
Oh yeah, I see on the freeway.
Little homies, right? This is like for sure. This is like one of the. This ain't the heart of the hood, but this is the hood for sure.
What street is this? Is Compton Avenue and 117?
Yeah, Compton Street.
Go right here.
Yeah, like they do a little like hour strolling. Make a right. Sure. Straight.
these blocks is a different neighborhood?
No. See, this whole area is basically 107, but it's also like Carver Park Crib. Look, see the Carver Park?
That's Carver Park Crib right there?
Yeah, that's their shit. So it's like we're that close to each other, kind of.
So straight?
Yeah, for sure.
My bad. You told this car has so much damn horsepower. You know, we're right here. What park is this?
It's Carver Park right here.
Carver Park. Is everything cool?
Yeah, no, I get wicked, I get gritty right here. For sure. You gotta be on your toes, bro. But we should be straight. We're not here trying to cause havoc on no end.
Just trying to find a clip where you mentioned the Black gang, you know.
Yeah, this is like a historic
They don't, you know, like
this is where we kind of,
for the most part, they don't have a beef with each other.
I just want to put these little footage of this part here. Maybe we should. Fuck it. We'll come right here and do the interview if no one's on the block right now. But yeah, when I got put on back in early 2003, 2002 type shit, me and the homies, we used to hang out. The homie used to live right here.
Don't do too much. I think that's the police around the sign.
Where?
You see them?
Where?
At the side of the park.
Oh yeah, they just be chilling right there. We're good.
I mean, let me say this real quick, right? Because I got to search through and find the clip. You can't tell me black and brown are not related. You know what I mean? For seeing the way these brothers are, you know? You hear me?
Kawakan.
You know what I mean? Like, you see the way the brothers are chilling and that, you know? Like, black and brown are the same people. You know what I mean? The spirit beareth witness, you know?
And unlike the other nations, we didn't have to copy anyone the way we hang out with each other.
Right.
And if I could, like a lot of that division between blacks and Latinos, like stems from, you know, the prison politics, you know, because Latinos can't side with blacks, you know what I mean?
Right.
But they'll rather side with the devils.
Right. Let me play this.
You know that right there.
Right. I think I found a clip coming down.
And respectfully asking, how is the tension between different races out here right now? Between, you know,
It depends. We don't fuck with certain foods, and we're cool with certain foods too, though. So,
right.
So the little homies, we fuck with the homies from 107, from what's it, 107 watts, 17 watts, basically. We fuck with those foods stuff.
Yeah. They crips, so we straight, you know.
See, he said he's.
We could be with some bloods and we straight, you know. That's what's up. So you know, we don't really like. It's not really like our hood is not like it's against like black or any.
But there is some. You know what I'm saying? There is a group of people that we gotta be on our toes with.
You heard what he said. He said it's not really like that. Like, you know, like there's some blood gangs they get along with. There's some Crip gangs they get along, which are predominantly black gangs. So it's like, that's once again, I gotta ask, like, is there really a black versus brown beef? If you're seeing, you know, I showed you two instances where two different hoods are saying they don't beef with blacks like that, then where's this narrative that black and brown are at each other coming from? You know?
Kawakan. All propaganda on one.
That's all it is, huh? Just want to show one more thing, right? Before we close out, I just want to show those two instances, right? And then we're gonna close out with a scripture. IR sent me this, right? Back to the previous topic. I just forgot to show it.
I am 42 Boo in the flesh, here today to apologize to the Hispanic, Mexican, Southside community, and I will be donating $100, and I will be donating ice cream, free ice cream pass out. They cleaning up the park.
Right.
Mitchell Park. We're going to be cleaning up Mitchell Park.
Mitchell Park. We're going to be cleaning up Mitchell Park. Y'all who come out, support, donate, help out. But this is my truly apology. It was a joke, went bad. We was just playing around, took it too far type shit. But I apologize to the little mini cart man. Not to say it like that, but y'all know what I mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is my apology. It was just like, but
things get carried away sometimes, guys. And once again, we are here to unify. We're not trying to get people off.
This is here to unify, not like this is show y'all this is not no racist thing or none of that. We wasn't on no racist shit. It was all just a joke that got carried away.
Yeah. From a lot of people that don't know me from the Brown Berets, I'm also, he wanted to stand up today and apologize to the community and let them know his side of the story. So go ahead.
So that was that brother explaining his side, right? And like what it comes to show you is that nothing is what it seems. You know what I mean? But that's the heavy part, Barakyala. This brother, that brother, in the head, he's some kind of he's some kind of organizer, you know. Go ahead.
He says a brown beret.
I'm not too sure if he's a brown beret or what, but he organized that, right? But that just comes to show you, you know, that what it really boils down to is that we're at each other's throats because this oppressor tells us to be at each other's throats. We love our oppressor more than we love our people, and we'll turn against our own people in doing so. That's really what it is, man. Let me close out with this, man. I think it's Isaiah. Is it Isaiah?
What scripture are you looking for?
Both the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together. Oh, it's Jeremiah 15:33.
Karawakan.
Then yeah, that'll be. We'll close out.
Is the book of Jeremiah chapter 15? Salaki said 50.
Yeah, 55.
Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 33. Thus said the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together. And all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go.
Right. So both the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together. Black man and brown man, you are oppressed together here in America. That's one thing you can, bet on. That's not a lie. That's not propaganda. You look at these streets, whether you're in the ghettos or you're in the barrios, from the East Coast to the West Coast, it's the same situation where we're in poverty and we're getting attacked by the police and we're getting, disrespected and spat on by these other nations. Whether you're black or brown, that's what happens. We're oppressed together and we need to come together, man. And these other nations, don't want to let us go. They held on to us fast, right? And refuse to let us go because if we get free, we wake up and come together as a nation, they get put in the rightful place and we get put on top to control everything rightfully. Bring the world back in order as it should be. That's the reality of it. So like I said, this one, but that's not the right scripture to close out. This is the one to close out. Let's go to Zephaniah 2:1, and that's it.
Khan. Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together. O nation
not desired. Black man and brown man, you are the nation not desired. Right? That's what y'all need to know. And we gotta gather ourselves together. That's our job. That's what we do here in the ISUPK, man. That's why we teach class 25/8. This is why we do this work 25/8. That's why we put boots on the ground. That's why we have camp. That's why we're in the prisons. That's why we have food programs and counseling and drug programs to wake our people up to gather together and get out of this captivity. That's just how we're going to get free. We got to come together as a nation, Rasa. We're the nation not desired. That's why no matter how hard you try to win the love of America, America still hates you. America spits on you. Because it doesn't matter, because you are the nation, not desired, man. So just keep that in mind, Raza. We got Shalom. I don't want to Christ. Keep that in mind that you're the nation, not desired, man, and wake up out of that sleep, man. Get in class, man. Come to class and learn what we're really about, man. But with that, man, we're gonna close tonight's show out. We're gonna go live. Lord allow next Wednesday or Thursday, man. We don't have we go live when we go live. But once again, this is UPK La Pura Neta podcast. Wanted to make it a special, to shout out One West Radio, since we did it on a Thursday night and I'm at the school. Salakia got the hit up right in the back, Salakia pause the piece right behind it, the One West logo, So shout out, the Carnales, shout out ISUPK Mexico, ISUPK Southern California, ISUPK all the zones, Canada, Precinct Officer Kamada, Precinct Officer Barack Yala. Ya sabes, aquí estamos. We'll be back next week. With that, shalom, Israel. Salah, did you brothers want to say anything? Salah, go ahead. If you brothers want to get in there real quick before we go.
Okay, you already know. Nunca olvides, el opresor es el pinche maldito malparido diablo que habla la Biblia.
You coming down?
Yeah, Khan, if I could. I was muted and I said Salaki, I was muted and I said Salaki if I could, but man, that was in the spirit. You heard me. But I did want to say this. One thing you learn from these two brothers is that you gotta if you joke too much, you know what I'm saying, you could take it too far. If you talk too much, you could take it too far. Well, what does that mean? You gotta watch your actions and you gotta watch your mouth, man.
Right.
That's what you need to do as a Black Latino Native. You know what I mean? And that's it, carnal.
Órale.
With that, we're gonna. Oppressor is the goddamn devil.
Así es, carnal.